Sonya with Artsy Solutions, and I want to show you a new Autumn's Breeze digital add-on that I made, and it's available on my Etsy shop. And there's two versions. There's a thin version and a thick version. It's the same digital, but the bottom portion you have an option to have a thin or a thick, and I'll show you that process and how you assemble this in just a moment. So this one right here is just a prototype, and basically, so you have a pocket here. This opens up, and I used some of the ephemera from 3 different Autumn's Breeze digital kits made from the Crafty Trinity, which includes myself, Sonya Stover, with Artsy Solutions, and my shop is on Etsy called Multimedia Crafts Digital, and I'll have a link in the description for that one. This one comes from the Neat Sweets, or the Sweets by Thelisha, and her YouTube channel is Where Baking and Crafting Meet, and I'll have all that in the description as well. And some of these other things in here are made with Livie's Lovelies, Pham from Livie's Lovelies, and her YouTube channel as well as her Etsy shop is Livie's Lovelies, and I'll also have a link in the description for that one. So this opens up, and like I said, this one here is the prototype, and then you've got your gussets on the side, and then you've got some ephemera, you've got some journal cards. Here's one. Now this one comes with the kit, and I coffee dyed some paper and just added it to some coffee dyed paper and just did some stitching around the edges, and you get little tabs with them. So I'm going to just show you, and this one was just part of the prototype. It's same color as the envelope. Here's another journal card, and so you can see some of the detail. There's like book pages, and I had made this from a TikTok video. Let's see, some of these images came from these that I made on TikTok. And, well, I cut one of these out, but yeah, this came from this image right here, and I just kind of blended it in. Yeah, so these are all natural. I made these. So there's that one, and then here's just a little white one and cream one, and there are more that are in here that comes with the kit. These come with the kit, and here's a tag. This tag comes with the kit, and then I just added it to some coffee dyed paper as well. So that's all for this first one, and this also comes with the kit. And this butterfly comes with my digital, the original Autumn's Breeze. And then we're going to come on over to this one, and you're going to get this little small tag, which I hope I didn't leave it in there. This one was also made from using one of these right here. I don't know if it was this one, or I think it was, yeah, this one right here. Yeah, that's where this came from. And so this opens up. Well, I'm going to go to the back first. This is part of the kit. You get this tag. You also get this little 2-inch circle punch, or a 2-inch circle. And you get this little small mini tag. And I cut that out from the book, or the book page. Yeah, I had cut that out. And then you have the word feast. You have this little banner. I did stitching around the edges. And then I'll show you in the process video of how I made all this. And then basically for this one right here, I just have a lot of my stickers and my, well, here's another journal card that comes with the kit. Then I have some cutouts from various of the Crafty Trinity's ephemera. I cut out, what I do whenever I get the kits is I go ahead and cut all the ephemera from all the kits, and then I just kind of work them together and make stuff. because I like to do stuff in bulk, but I like to have my ephemera already available to choose from. So, but yeah, that's pretty much what you get right there. So let me go ahead and show you how I made it. So I've created a loading pocket, and this right here is just the template to it. So, and also Pham on Livie's Lovelies, on her Patreon channel, she also has an add-on. So go over to her Patreon channel and you can get an additional freebie that's added on there. But this one right here, this one's in my Etsy shop. So, but yeah, go ahead and check it out. And so here are the instructions. You get instructions to show you how to assemble it. 2 pages. And what it comes with is you're going to get some journal cards. Let's see, is this 1 page or 2 pages? You get, yeah, 2 different pages of journal cards. So you get journal cards, tabs. So that's going to be like a total of 4 journal cards. And then you're going to get some tags. You get tabs on this one. And then you get some bigger tags. And they just have like the fall theme to them. And then you get some words, little sentiments, and some little banners. And then this is your template. These are the gussets. And you're going to print this page out twice because this is your left gusset and your right gusset. So you're going to print this one out twice. And then you've got some little ephemera. And I also made a back page that you can print front to back. That way the inside isn't bland like this prototype is. The prototype I was just making it. And so I didn't get a chance to add color and things like that to it. I wanted to assemble it first to make sure it was going to work like that. So this is your back page, and this is the lid. You're going to be scoring on each of your lines. Now this bottom part has 2 options. You can have like a thin option like this, or the one that I'm getting ready to fix is going to have a thicker, like a 1/4 inch, or actually 1/2 inch bottom closure. So I'm going to cut this out, cut your ephemera out, and let's go ahead and get started. So I went on ahead and kind of got ahead of the game just a little tiny bit, because I went on ahead and I've already cut out some of the ephemera and decorated some of it. And I just added some coffee paper and stitched around the edges. And I did the same thing to this one, but I'm just going to show you how to assemble this tab. Let me get my mat. My mat's dirty because I've already got some distress ink on there. But basically all I'm going to do for this one, let's see, how does this go? Like this? I guess it doesn't matter if it goes like this or like that, which however way you want to turn it is okay. Let me see how it's supposed to look. Let me get my template and then I'll be able to see which way it goes, because I want to show you the correct way. So, okay, so yeah, it goes on the bottom. So I'm just going to get some glue. We're just going to glue that on there. I'm just going to put some glue inside both the inside part of this and this. Alright, now when I put this on here, I'm not going to put it all the way down to the middle. I'm just going to put it to about just barely in the middle, or barely like right there, probably halfway up, you know, and then I'm going to close it. Okay, so now we have that. We have our little tab on there, and you want to try to make sure you center it pretty good. Alright, so that takes care of that. So I'm going to go ahead and, let's see. I've got this one already. Now I just need to cut out my, I need to cut out this and then cut out the gussets. And I'll be right back. And for the record, you can cut these circles out by hand, which is fine either way, or you can use a 2-inch circle punch, because I made these 2 inches, and it'll work just fine with a 2-inch circle punch if you want to use that. So this is how I do mine. I just line it up to where I can see it even, and then I just punch it. So however you would like to do it, you can do it. Okay, so now you don't have to have a scoreboard, but to me it would help. So you basically just want to put this one here, and basically every 1/2 inch you're just going to score, and which is on the line. Each line represents a 1/2 inch, and I've already done this one. I've done both of them actually. So then, and then you're going to do this the same way. You're just going to go ahead. Now, depending on, like I said, you have 2 options. Now, this one here, I basically folded it like this, and then I put this over top, you know, along with the gussets. But I want to do a different option where we'll have like a wider bottom. So we're folding on this line, and this is going to go up. So we'll have like a 1/2 inch, yeah, 1/2 inch instead of a 1/4 inch of a bottom. So let me move this scoreboard out of the way. And I went on ahead and I've distressed the inner portions, pretty much all of this, I've distressed it all over. So we're going to go ahead and add these gussets. Now after you've scored them on each line, you're going to fold it over, like fold down, fold up, or inward, outward, up, down, however you want to call it. One goes one way, one goes the other way. And you may need some clamps, because when we get ready to add these to the panel, to that pocket, the back pocket, see how they spring up? They don't stay, like if you put them together like that, they're not going to stay like that on their own. They're going to spring back up. So you may want to use a clamp when we're first gluing these down, just so that they stay in position where they need to be at, and they're not like all over the place, and then you think you've got it lined up after you've glued it on there, and then come to find out it slid. Okay, so let me get my clamps. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a line of glue on here. You can add it on here, or you can add it on here. I think the assembly instructions, let's see, what do I have? Step 1, print everything out, and then print your gussets twice, which we did. Step 2, score the lines of the back pocket flaps, which we've already done that. Step 3, score the accordion or side or gussets, which are these right here. We've scored all those, and then we folded them upward, then downward, upward, downward, upward, downward. Alright, step 4, add a thin line of glue to the left and right sides of the back pocket. So you can go ahead and add it to this side and this side, but I think I'm going to go against what I just got finished saying, and I'm just going to add it to the gusset. Now what you want to do is, our gussets are going to be going in like this. In other words, you're going to see like this part of it on the outside. You don't want it around like this, like the inside. You want it around like this. if that makes any sense. So you're going to take this first flat part right here, and this is the part that you want to add your glue to. Okay, and then you're just going to line it up. You're going to line this page up. Now keep in mind, you want your lid, you want to have like a little bit of space up through here. So you're going to line the bottom of this gusset to the bottom of where this crease is, right here. So you're going to line it up like down through here, going flush across, like so. Oh, can you see that? And then you're still going to have like a little bit of an opening up this way. Okay, so we've got that on there. And the reason why I said you may want to have your clamps is to kind of keep this in place. So you don't have to, but that way it's not, you know for sure it's not going to move around, and it's going to, your gussets are going to be lined up just right. Alright, so while this side is drying, we're going to do the same thing on this side. So, like I said, this is going to be, this green part is going to be facing the outside. So you're going to need to take this bottom piece, and it's going to face the inside. So let me just get a little bit of glue on here. And we're going to repeat the same process. We're going to start at the bottom and line it up. Hold on. So it's lined up down here at the bottom, and it's flush going straight across. And then we're just going to squeeze all of our gussets down. And I like, if you're using wet glue, I like to kind of let it sit for just a moment. That way I know for sure that it isn't going to go anywhere. So I'm going to slide the, slide this up just a little bit to where I can get to this here, this bottom portion. And let me glue this one here. This, I had added another piece of paper on this side because I didn't want a white background. So I added that on. I stitched the other part around, but I didn't stitch this because I didn't think I would need to. Okay, so now we're just going to add a little bit of glue down in here. A little bit of glue down in here. And then we're going to fold this up and over. Now, mind you, it looks like we've got a gap. If you can see that. Looks like we have like a little gap simply because I've got this down. But if I release it, if I let this up, then it'll meet it. And I want to make sure that it stays together. Let's see. Let me set it down flat so I don't mess it up. Okay, so now you can kind of see it. So I'm going to let that hold in place. I'm going to do this side the same way. Let's release that one little piece right there. Release that side. And let this meet. And then glue. And this is going to be a little bit thicker than our other one. Alright, so now we've got it. So we're letting these two fuse together. So as you can see, we've got us a thin one and we've got us a thicker one. So we're going to let that dry for just a second. Then we're going to add this over top of it. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, okay, I'm going to take that down a little bit. I'm going to add glue. And then I'm going to line it up. And you could use the orange side or whichever side you want. If you know, if you printed it out double-sided, you could use it. Either way is okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let that dry. Go ahead and add another one down here on the bottom. That way we know all of it's staying together. So while we're doing that, we can figure out our closure, and I'm probably just going to do just a Velcro closure. So I'm just put that in the middle, and I'll let that up a little bit, let this up. And there's room for it to grow. So when I push this down, this is where I want it to connect, because I want it to be like square, you know. So I probably could have came down a little bit farther, but yeah, that'll work. So now we have our closure, and we basically have our what do you call it? Loading pocket. So we've got our thin one, and we've got our thick one. And that's the difference, is you have that 1/2 inch, and then this is what they look like from the side, and then on the bottom. So very versatile, very fun, and you can fill it up with all your ephemera and stuff. You put all your goodies and things in here. What I should have did was I should have put my tabs over some. I should have put one like maybe to the left and another one over like to the right or something. So it's okay, it still works. So let's get these in here, make sure I didn't glue anything the wrong way. Alright, so first one went in there, and I really love these colors, these fall colors, the greens and the beiges against each other. So I'm just going to stick some in here, like every other pocket or whatever. So we've got some of these. You want to make sure that your gussets are not glued together like by accident, you know what I mean? So, okay, and then we're going to add some tags. And I had already cut some of this stuff out. So we're just gonna put 2 tags in here, I guess. Like one there, maybe one there. And then you got these here. And I think I'm gonna use this. What this is basically I had accidentally printed out the front and the back twice. And I didn't like how it looked. Actually, I can put this one here. I like that. Because my goal was to have, I was supposed to print it like double-sided the way this was printed double-sided. I wanted the orange on one side and the template on the other. But it didn't turn out that way. I accidentally printed the template twice. But I didn't want to waste it, so I went on ahead and cut it out, and then I'm just going to use it as like a pocket. This is also going to be used as like a pocket too. Well, this is a pocket actually. So we're going to put this here on the orange side. And I think I'm going to put this over top of it. So we're going to have a double pocket right here in the front. I think I'm going to put the word hayride on there. Put that there, and then get this. Alright, so I think that's good enough. just add these to this. I can add my ephemera inside of here. So that's pretty much it. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos and my blog and my social media sites. And as always, I thank you guys so much for watching.